Well, my son yesterday helped his friend move, and he had this little freezer pretty much full of food. We're letting it thaw out now. It's all iced up. Anyway, he didn't want the food. We'll take the freezer over to him when it's thawed out and drained. But, so that's one thing I want to talk about, was being willing to trade your labor for items that are not necessarily money, but they do have cash value. The other thing I want to talk about is the importance of using what you preserve in the freezer or what you can, and also properly packaging things. Now over here, and we did try frying some of this sausage last night, and it was really bad. It's very freezer burned. There are 4 packs of deer meat here, and they're just white looking because they're freezer burned. There's a little pack of bologna that we're pretty sure is probably freezer burned. It doesn't matter, it's just cheap bologna. There's various seasoned pork, a piece of salmon, pack of bacon, all freezer burned. What a waste. What a waste. So, we got some things over here that might not be so bad. This has got a little bit of ice in it, and so does this. We'll open them and find out if they're any good, and if they're not, well, they'll be pig or dog food anyway. There's French fries. This little container of bourbon chicken. A whole shrink-wrapped chicken that is probably okay because it's been shrink-wrapped. That's one thing. If you have a food saver or a way to get all the air out of packaging when you're packaging meat for the freezer, do that, because otherwise it ends up like this. There's too much air in that package. Don't freeze things in the grocery store packaging. It doesn't hold up. And even this deer meat, even though it's very tightly packed, it's not shrink wrapped the way that a food saver would do. So it wound up freezer burned. There's 3 pounds of ground beef here. Get some frozen dinners. Lots and lots of corn. Cool Whip in tubs. 2 brands of hash browns. Some Hot Pockets. Breaded chicken strips. These are like chicken fingers or something. And 2 packs of just meat, chicken white meat, breast meat, which should still be good. Sounds like somebody laid an egg. There's pizza rolls and flour tortillas under here. Anyway, we're going to make use of whatever I can. I'm going to check out the breast meat, boneless chicken, and fry up a piece. If it's good, then I'm going to can the rest of it. I'm going to try canning all this corn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 regular packages and 1 big packet. That'll be a lot of corn in jars. There's a pack of broccoli here. That can't be canned, but what we'll do, if it's pretty good, we'll just steam it or do something like that with it. Anyway, I'm hoping that I can salvage this food as much as possible. And make use of it. What we can't use, we will feed to the dogs, pigs, and chickens. We'll have to cook the stuff for the dogs because they've never had raw food.
whatever is bad, it's no great loss for us,
Right.
but it is a shame.
It is a shame. Yeah. That this much food, this tailgate is full, as you can see. It will be a shame if all that food wound up wasted. Just because nobody reached in and got it out and used it. They bought a lot. But anyway, sometimes what you have in the freezer isn't what you want to eat, so maybe that's what happened. Anyway, I'm going to try to preserve it as best I can. And I'll let y'all know the results.